And we are back with Sovereign Syndicate, and we're on chapter 3, Teddy's Workshop. You were tinkering in your shop along your constant companion and automaton of your own invention. Otto is not only your best friend, but one who improves with every iteration. The day promised to be uneventful until the soft thunk announcing the arrival of new mail by Fumatic 2. Better take a look. You are Teddy Redgrove, monster hunter extraordinaire with the humble four walls inside an old clock tower. The furnishings are sparse in the dusty home workshop, with more priority given to machine efficiency than creature comfort. Mechanical odds and ends litter the floor, like a second skin that will never be properly buffed. The simple single bed is for dreaming up inspiration, and the grease-laden work table has seen many a project to fruition. The neighborhood itself, Red Lantern Lane, is convenient for its quietude in the evening, as well as being home to your favorite haunt, the Red Lotus. The lofted area is no trouble for a dwarf to walk beneath, and the wagon wheel window is a powerful source of daylight for the tinkerer who is still hard at work in the wee hours. There are tinsel lamps positioned about the room, draining illumination on whatever invention is at hand. Alrighty. Stovetop. Here it is. The Ironcast battleground where many a shepherd's spy has triumphed over the bothersome nag, hunger. I hope someday Otto can taste my creations. Virgo willing, there will be a circuit for that, or I'll have to invent it myself. Blood. I hope. Oh. I did want to look at not the cards. Impulse analysis. Intuitivity. Ingenuity. Empathy. Which one is this? He's also. Is everyone wary here? A cracked but still serviceable looking glass. That is a dwarf in tip-top shape. Every grommet accounted for and in working order. But a spick and span cove like me needs a loyal sidekick, so I thought, why shouldn't I make my own? Otto's computational cores have improved with every caper. Someday he might even be an automaton with anatomy. Let's talk to Otto. Here's the old bucket brass, my pride and joy. Up and at 'em, Otto. Oh. Oh, we succeeded. Yay. 13. There we are, purring like a happy kitten. Top of the morning and good day, Mr. Teddy. Where are we off to? Oh. By Albert's hoary beard. We're setting out for a special treat, dear Otto. Oh, cool. A dwarf of Norse mythology who was promised marriage to Thor's daughter but met a tragic end. Really? Well, I'll be more than happy to immortalize it with the Emerald type. If we can get my vision upgraded, that is. An early form of photography. Blast. I know I forgot something. Alright, let's get you patched up. Old man's treasure searched for spare parts. First, I need some spare parts. There should be some nearby. Obviously that's it, but... Bookshelf. Ah, the good old dusty shelf where many an engineering solution was sourced. Some of these books are irreplaceable, it's true. for every far-flung engineering society in the world. Perhaps I shouldn't be too stingy about lending them out. Let's take a closer look at the book collection. The character has gained the insightful trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. An invaluable, cruel twist of fate, unwanted, undeserved, but perhaps the start of something new. Tower. All these books show are precious, true, but sharing such knowledge with others instead of keeping it to myself can make the world more enlightened. Let's get the gears. Oh, he's behind us. What a mess. I should think about setting some time aside for tidying things up around here. That's what I get for being so absorbed in my work. Right, if I were a spare part, where would I be? I think I see something a little more to your right. Got it. Good thing I did such a fine job tuning your optics. Let's get this part to the workbench and get started. So now I have to use the workbench, but let's do the mail really quick. Actually, no. Let's do the workbench. Let's see. I have an old escapement mechanism, a pair of cogs, and hopefully lots of patience. Yes, this should do nicely. Alright, Otto, come over here. This won't take too long. I was designed to hold still indefinitely, so don't worry about me getting restless. I bid him well. Super ego. That's new. Pleased to let you know that the installation went smoothly. My vision for making images in low light has improved. Trait. Auto gained the trait, the amber type model. Music to my ears. That said, we're low on silver nitrate, so let's not make too many exposures until we get some more. Note taken. Anything else you'd like me to keep in mind? Yes, let's keep a sharp lookout for any spare parts been roaming about London. One man's trash is another man's treasure, eh? My programming doesn't include the ability to disagree, so I echo your sentiment by default. I'll bid him really well. Find discarded parts. And we also... yeah. Treasure. We have the cigarette, the blunderbuss, and the hunting kit. Mail tool. A fascinating contraption. This is one outlet of a system of pressure tubes which deliver messages more quickly and cheaply than a man afoot. You're jealous you didn't come up with the design yourself. So I heard a thunk earlier. Let's see what I've got. Thought I've heard a thunk earlier. Let's see what I've got. Eviction notice? Dearest Theodora Redgrave, we at Arsenal Engines are sensitive to the needs of the common man, but we must regretfully inform you of your imminent removal from the property in Red Lantern Lane to further the expansion of our industrial empire? What? Bugger all. Please be advised, you must evacuate the premises no later than January 1st, or you will be removed forcefully and with prejudice. Ever marching towards a brighter future, Arsenal Engines. How freaking rude. Someone finally picked up Wulin's clock tower, but this place is perfect for me and Otto. At least it doesn't look urgent, but I should keep an eye out for a solution nonetheless. Let's look at the junk mail. Core, looks like another junk missive. Gentle reader, a most alarming solution has arisen. Arsenal engines, seemingly endless hunger for factory space, is now threatening residents on our very own East End. While Braxton has set his sights on a block of tenant flats, intending to put poor working families out on the street. Oh, so it's not just us. I recall hearing the tenements have been without heat for months, and now this? Oh, so they were trying to force us out. The season grows colder, dear reader, but hopefully your heart has not. We pray that you will keep an open mind and wallet and genuinely support our Christian brethren in these difficult times. Let's read the Hunter's Writ. Good tidings to you, Redgrave. It's a letter from old Bixby. I remember his scrawl, a proprietor of the Red Lotus. I have a special job that came up, the kind with cantankerous old dwarf written all over it. Some think it's running about, upsetting the swampers in the sewers. From what little they've been able to say about the blighter, it's not any species I know. Maybe if I get those hardheads spooked, it ain't no cane rat. Is this the guy down with the rats? The rat catcher? And what if it is just a particularly terrifying cane rat? The sewer is basically one enormous machine, so a gearhead like you should feel right at home. But be careful of the waters down there. Some places you think you'll get muck on your boots, but find urine over your head. Yours in bravery, Bixby Browncoat. Ever the Jester. P.S. Did you and Redbeard ever get it sorted which of you is the pirate and which the tinker? It seems like a fair job. Now where'd I put that key? Here it is. But the warehouse door in Beggar's End. They'll take me straight down to the sewers. Warehouse key. But I make sure the trouble hasn't already spread. You never know with monsters. Question the swampers. Let's get going. Red Lantern Lane. Other side of this door is the hustle and bustle of London, so take care. Let's just make sure. Oh, top. Yeah, that's everything. Enter. And we got the key. Warehouse key. And the writ. Let's go. I'm on my way. You already read that before. I don't want to read new areas. Underground station. Do you have something new with Baozi? Baozi? Come on. Friendly disposition in a steam cloud of dumping aroma is none other than Baozi being Baozi. She kept running the shop since after Waylon passed, but his grandniece Dolores checks in on her nowadays. Aw, she's your type idol for discourse, I mean. Answer pending. Care for some noodles. Ask if she's lonely. You're doing alright, not feeling too lonely. I am not feeling lonely because the two of you are in my presence. We are pleased to hear that our company brings you satisfaction. Poor Bowsy, probably having yet to realize that her master is no longer among the living. Let's reminisce. I had some of your noodles once. Not bad, but they hardly hold a candle to what I can cook, right, Otto? I lack the sensorial evidence for making such an assessment, for I cannot consume the delicacies you prepare on the stovetop. That said, I do trust that they are talented delicacies, Mr. Teddy. Alright, Otto, you've had your fun, but we got a living to make. Bathhouse. We're supposed to be going to the swampers. I think this path will take me to the canal bordering the slums. Only people who live here. The canal might be polluted, but at least it's access to water. Let's go to the station. Where's the swamp? I don't think it's Cable Street. Burgers Lane? Warehouse? Square? I don't think it's the docks. Huh. We are here, for sure. I don't think it's... I want to say it's Burgers Lane. Oh wait, isn't it where the... Dockhound, wait, corpse? A dockhound that called it quits and left this mortal realm. Is that dockhound taking a nap, Mr. Teddy? I'm afraid not. Seems like this one had too many drinks and couldn't handle the load. He fitted for all sorts of advanced enhancement. I say we'll loot the old dirty bag. He won't be needing that tech anymore. As long as I don't mind picking over a corpse, there's indeed a highly soluble pressure valve. We need the valve. Mr. Teddy, is there a part you can integrate with my system? Aye, Otto. Sharp lenses on you. This here is a high pressure regulator. Henry Forbes doing, I believe. So I might get an upgrade? If it's a good fit, we're trying out back in my workshop. Well, technically let's look at the newspaper. Underground and undercover. The hardwire scoop on the courtesan's killer. Who's really behind the murders and what is Scotland Yard? I'll be been reading this. It reads like a tall order from the Hababis. And if it's a monster behind the series of murders, there's a potential contact for me. In the meantime, I do hope nobody else comes to harm. Alright, I think I want to say it's with... maybe this one? If it was where we were, I'm going to be so upset. Oh wait, I think it was... I think it is with the where the apothecary and stuff is. Yeah. Apothecary. Dusty window. I wonder if glass can be improved on. The world's so busy thinking about what we can do with Steamworks. It seems like older technology has fallen by the wayside. Bladed Dockhound, obituary, Nandy shop. The pipe. Can you fix the pipe? Everything runs on steam now. No wonder the whole city's pipe. And any engineer worth his salt will know how to plug the leaks. Skinny lad. Sir, Mr. Dwarf, sir. If I may briefly intrude upon your thoughts, I am Calvin Quill, penny poet extraordinaire. Teddy Redgrave, a pleasure. Indeed, Mr. Redgrave, and for myself as well, I wonder would you be willing to patronize a humble street poet? For the price of a single penny, I would create a one-of-a-kind work you may cherish the rest of your days. Let's come with penny. Very well, write me a poem. The price is reasonable at least. Tell me something about yourself, anything at all. Well, I am a monster hunter by trade, and splendid. Now I need perfect silence, if you please. With the fingers on his left hand sprayed across his brow, as if attempting to contain the creative genius throbbing in his brain, Calvin Quill bends to his work. He certainly seems serious about his craft. I respect it. When a few minutes later he presents my new poem with a flourish, Calvin looks happily exhausted, as if he had just finished building a house with his own hands. In this city, a stranger to sun, lives a dwarf with a hunt to be won. And where any beast, from greatest to least, who falls into the sights of his gun, compliment him. We are empathetic. Oh yes, it certainly is something. I'm sure that fame will find you soon. That is both kind and accurate of you to say. Wow. Hi. The fashion district is up ahead. Great place to wish to entertain one's vanity. It's not like... No amount of fancy garments can hide my implants. Fancy... Folks always think that having implants mean you're either dangerous or constantly in and out of danger. Green wagon. Must be wonderful having a cozy mobile bowl. Not for me though. Rather put my workbench in auto. That's Calvin Quill. Gulliver Dawson. Look at the poster. A poster encouraging werewolves to report to the containment zone. Things are getting worse. However benign such beasts are outside the full moon, we aren't doing enough to protect our citizens overall. Painter. Storm drain. Greetings, care for your portrait painted. A Cyclops. Perhaps I'd like to introduce myself first. I'm Teddy Redgrove, but you can call me Teddy. This here is Otto. Salutations. That's a fine automaton. The shiny brass plating will be a welcome challenge to render with a brush. The name Jessica Lincoln, and I paint portraits here in the square. So what of Otto? I'm sure Otto would love to have you immortalize him with a portrait. What do you say, friend? I believe sturdier parts will bring me closer to indestructibility, Mr. Teddy. I don't think that's what he meant, little one. How does... I don't know, that's... sound. Sounds like a deal. Now stand still for it, Otto. We must not have enough. Would it be possible to do this another time? I'm not going anywhere. Take care in the meantime. That's fine. Storm drain. This drain connects with the sewer system in the east end. Not here, but a trickle of water. Jessica Lincoln. Watchful Centaur. Hello, what can I do for you? Excuse me, sir. Are you standing there keenly observing the action in the square? Might you be a detective under your own employ? Depends on who's asking, Mr. Teddy Redgrave. This is my associate Otto. I very much appreciate your mustache, good sir. Delightful, it speaks. Thank you, Mr. Otto. You're most certainly welcome. Well, Mr. Redgrave, I can see no sense in concealing my identity to someone who I've already heard is an upstanding monster hunter. The name's Yves Chalamet Duval. It's very nice to meet you. It's very nice of you to introduce yourself to us. You seem like a decidedly forthcoming chap. Thanks for your time for now. We'll bid you a good day. Good day, Mr. Redgrave. Fallen leaves. Chair. A few more trees in this neighborhood will certainly be an improvement. Inner bell jar. Marble statue. Guy and axe are easy to depict in art, but harder to find in real life. Isn't that true? Not going in bell jar. Smelly crate. Smelly crate. Some butterfingers has gone and dropped this crate full of dishes and left it to the elements. But why does it stink so vilely? Look inside. There's a small dead animal inside. It looks to have died violently. No, so violently I cannot discern the species. underground station. Ride. Bladed dockhound. Yep, I'm not gonna let us through. Nandy. Let's go back to Beggar Lane. Wait, can't be there. Is it in Red Matter Lane? I don't think. It should be. Out of nowhere, Turner Street. What was that rotting fruit? Mess of rotten apples. This one is perfectly right. Take the fruit. I had to clear a fruit out of the way to get to the right apple, but I suppose now I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. Huh? Gears and cogs. Gather the pieces. Watch vendor. Curio shop. Have we never been here? Look over the watches on display. Can't say as any of these giant pieces catch my eye, Otto. If I wanted something fast, I would talk to Dante, but the machine is interested in it itself. Doesn't seem to be of arsenal surprisingly. Thought they cornered the market on automated vending boxes. The lower panels utilizes a grid of wooden rectangles. Did you know there were automatized with wooden components? It's kinda tableau. That, my dear kinetic. That, my dear Otto, is a kinetic tableau. The machine is controlled by operating cards. When I press the button corresponding to one of these watches, spools behind the wooden rectangles flip them to hide or display the images or information. I guess a button to demonstrate, and the machine click-clacks. No, I said it right the first time. Click-clicks as the different component spins. Right now the display reads 0.5, which I presume to mean that this particular watch only costs half a pound. This could be your ancestor, Otto. Perhaps you could consider this to be one of your ancestors. This is a model spoonbacker from Austria. They were never very popular in England. In the early days of automation, very few Englishmen were willing to trust the machine with their money. Buy a watch, sir and madam. Molly O'Malley timepieces are not only the most reliable in London, but also the most affordable. Buy a watch. I take a startled step back when the scratchy voice calls out. Of course the ruddy old thing talks. Might just buy myself a hatchet. That sounds like a static recording, a wax cylinder perhaps, and not the voice of a true automaton. I'm sure you're right. Otto, and I know why it's been painted over in Dockhound's colors. One of Marty's side businesses, no doubt. She must take a cut for herself when the curio shop owner runs maintenance. Burnt building. Burning rubble. Sadly, it's always a sight that reminds me of wartime. There's a glimpse of something white amongst the wreckage, but it would require a large amount of strength to shift the beams. Perhaps if Otto had reinforced octators, he'll be strong enough to lift it, but it's hardly worth the fight, the effort anyhow. Train station. Huh. Courier shop. Breathe in the sweet dusty smell of secondhand and step into the collection of Anacilia Kimmerly. Before running the shop, she worked as a knife grinder, umbrella mender, and beehive maker, collecting her rag and bone wares in the meantime. Animal horn window amid a greenish daylight, cheaper than glass, they're the best she can afford. For the past 10 years, Aunt Selena has made a home here, and the curio shop is well known in the East End and beyond. To fit her wares, she hammered in shelves at all angles, so that a tall customer has to watch their head. There are taxidermied creatures and jewel-eye fetishes, tin soldiers, wound-up toys, and ragdoll marionettes, as well as rarities too bizarre to mention, peering from the rafters at the top of a hotel cabinet. Instrument rack. There's a huge variety of instruments here, some of which I couldn't possibly guess the name of. Never had such an inclination towards music myself. Iron Maiden. A domineering device apparently used for the extraction of secrets or otherwise cruel and insabrious punishments. It's not exactly the sort of contraption that I'm fond of designing. Covered wagon. A Romani wagon. Quite a feat of engineering in this way. Every bit of space is accounted for, rather than a sailing ship in order to accommodate the family. A gilded cube. A shimmering cube catches the eye. I wonder what it's for. Oh, that's a brain bogger of some kind. Brought it in and sold for $1. The poor cove couldn't wait to get rid of it, and he was a vagrant besides. Drank up his profits, to be sure. He told me it's some kind of toy or puzzle, but I could never crack it. Couldn't say exactly why, but it makes me uncomfortable. Oh. Just you wait. I'll sell it one of these days. And Selena. There are enough spare parts in the shop to patch together an airship. It wouldn't fly, but it'll be a sight. Hello, sir. Please browse my wares at your leisure. Where did you find that antique spoonbucker you keep outside the shop? That stupid thing? I didn't find it anywhere. A couple of great Bosley dockhounds plunked the damn thing down one day and there it was. It belonged to Molly, of course. I didn't like it. I don't like it, but I'm not paying to have it moved. And Molly doesn't give you something for keeping it out of your shop? Out of your stoop? And... No. Easy to squeeze a farting out of a dead rat. If you got a problem with it, I'm not interested. Do you have anything I could install into my good friend here? A spare part, if you will? A spare part? You say, yes, I think that's something I can provide to your companion for, say, 9 shillings? I guess we have it. Right there. This cube should come in handy for replacing any valuable parts inside your friend. Is that what we said gave us the creeps? I believe you were eyeing it earlier. Do you buy as well as sell? Your shop is packed to the brim. Can't imagine you found all of this by mere luck. Do you buy here or just sell? I used to before things went a bit awry. What happened? It was last winter. An older cove came in with a box of family heirlooms, high quality silver and the like. He'd fallen on hard times and couldn't keep the fires burning on or his stomach full. Material material goods material goods retain value, but subjective to the whims of the marketplace. Did you exchange food and coal for his heirlooms? I wish I had. I could see the spot of trouble he was in, and I paid him in sterling. He could have had the joy in his. You should have seen the joy in his face, knowing he'll see the springtime. But there's no way I could have ended up such a high note. Did he ever come back? I never saw him again, but some Bobby stopped by to ask me if I saw something about an old man found in the gutter, penniless, bruised, and dead to the elements. Bloody hell. Naturally, they came after the local gypsy, as if I were the only resident of Tenor Street capable of robbing someone and leaving him to expire. She spits on the floor in disgust. So you might say I'm quite selective when it comes purchases. I don't need more attention from mutton chunters anytime soon. Ask about a shop. I haven't been in before. What sort of things do you have here? Oh, all sorts. I bring in everything that tickles my fancy. She rummages around in some hidden place beneath the counter and has something that looks like a combination between a steam-powered drill and a harpoon. She flicks the switch and the drill spins noisily in her hands. Good God, the floor is vibrating. Is it construction equipment? That's right here. It's an earwax removal. I'm told it even works in sea beasts. Most remarkable, ma'am. Think I brought your inventory for now. I'll let you know if I need help with anything. Do we really have that freaking cube? Airy aura. Let's leave. Oh. Go back. Let's see. Did we miss something? Workshop. Oh wait. And then the workshop. Let's go through the warehouse, don't we? That's our workshop, but we do have something that we could. Let's go up to the workbench. I'm not putting this cube. High pressure regulator. It looks like a prototype, yet sturdier than anything Lord Braxton had devised. Alright, try this out. A sturdier actuator piston should make your limbs more capable. Happy to report that it's been properly installed. My ability to lift heavy items is no longer up to spout. Goodness knows he can stand and do more work around here. Step away. Let's see. Laundry. Bathhouse. Warehouse. Ugh. Bigger lane. Where's the freaking warehouse? Old socks. Containment. Goddamn, pad like that. Liquor bottles. Charity flyer. An old leaflet from the Christian mission. Never enough to go around. It's the same story every time. Take pity. Poor souls, folks at rock bottom with no other choice. At least someone is looking out for them. Charity's only a stopgate. We need real change from on high. In the meantime, for those who can't spare a few shillings, it doesn't hurt to give. Maybe it's the padlock door. Seems like our Dockhound friend is taking their leave. Good thing I got one of Otto's new companions from the body earlier. So was he not dead? Dante again. Guess padlock door. A sturdy wooden door that leads to the warehouse and sewers. Use the key from Bixby. It's a perfect fit. I love a simple mechanism as much as a complex one. Time for the hunt, Otto. Affirmative. Engage in anti-monk protocols. I'll just set the padlock and chain to the side for now. Enter the warehouse. At the foot of the stairs, you are greeted by the smell of musty crates. Oil lamps are propped up on barrels against the walls, beating back the shadows in what little way they can. Gain rest, scurry through the nooks and crevices, ready to defend their territory with teeth as long as knives. You can hear the churning of distant machinery, most likely the pump house in the sewers further down. A flickering light shines up ahead, which is of course the furnace around the corner. Despite the heat and close, humid air, you feel a bone-deep chill. Nevertheless, you take another step. What else is a hunter for but to quell the creatures lurking in the shadows? Ooh. See? I wish we had something where we can see Otto's, like, what he has equipped and stuff. Oh, here we go. I should get back to my... I'm not putting that on him. Unless we absolutely have to. Oh yeah, the apple. It's a really nice cube though.